take out the wood of the hollow part of a spoon is always a big challenge if you don't have a special tool. If you want to do that with just the blade, you need a good technique. In this video, I will show you a fantastic spoon carving concept with which you can make a spoon with just a normal knife blade. So stay tuned if this sounds interesting for you. Hello YouTube, welcome to another Swiss Army knife project video. If you want to carve a spoon, the hollow part of a spoon is always the most difficult part. Hollowing is a crucial step on many wood carving projects, for example bowls, cups or plates. But removing wood from the inside of an object is always super difficult if you don't have the right tool. On a regular Swiss Army knife, for example, you don't have a hollowing chisel with a rounded cutting edge shape. And yes, many years ago I showed you how you can regrind the screwdriver of the bottle opener into a spoon carving tool. The link to this video you find here and in the description box below. But if you can't or if you don't want to do this modification, I show you now a fantastic spoon carving concept with which you can carve a spoon with nothing else than just the blade. The spoon carving idea I want to show you now I saw on the YouTube channel Task Bushcraft. The link to this fantastic YouTube channel you'll find at the end of the video and in the description box below. As I tried out this technique, I was successful at the first try. And I was amazed how well this works. That's why I decided that I want to show this technique to my audience. A common mistake I saw in the last years on many bushcrafting classes is people tend to carve out the bowl part of the spoon too deep. If you can touch the bottom of the depression with your upper lip, you have made more something like a cup than a spoon, which such a spoon you can slurp, but not really eat. So I recommend don't carve too deep the hollow part of the spoon, and this is my first tip for the technique I want to show you now. The first step is to find a non-toxic piece of wood in the right dimension so that you can make the spoon in the size you want. The next step is to split this piece of a branch in two halves. And I do it like this, that these halves are in this dimension as wide as possible and in this dimension as small as possible. And this is what I mean, as wide as possible in this dimension and as small as possible in this dimension. So now I flatten the surface until the pith is carved away. So I would say this is enough. The next step is to carve the last 6, 7, 8 millimeters a little bit deeper, because here I want to make the bowl part of the spoon. And the bowl part of the spoon has always to be a little bit deeper than the handle, because like this, eating with this spoon is much more ergonomic. And of course, you make nothing wrong if you plan to make a straight spoon, because like this you can save a lot of time and a lot of carving work. But a spoon with a step is more ergonomic. So now I would say this should be enough. Now I'm drawing the shape of the hollow part of the spoon, and I do that with the Swiss Army knife pencil. And the special thing is that this shape of the spoon is not oval like on a regular spoon. It has more the shape of a triangle. So my tip is, don't place the bold part of the spoon right here. If you place the hollow part of the spoon somewhere here, you have an inch or 25 millimeters more space to hold it for carving the handle. So this is the shape of the bold part of the spoon I want to make. The big difference of this spoon carving concept is that the hollow part, the bold part of this spoon is not round, not like here, like on a regular spoon. So this hollow part has the shape of an upside down pyramid, of a flat upside down pyramid. And this shape of an upside down pyramid is the reason why I can make this kind of spoon with a normal knife blade, but here it's not possible to do that with a normal knife blade. So the next step is to draw in the edges of this pyramid. So the center point, I would say, is somewhere here, and you can see this pyramid is not equal sided, so this side is longer. So the next step is to make stop cuts along these lines of the edges. And of course, in the center, this stop cut is much deeper than on the outside area. So, second stop cut. So. And here I add an additional stop cut. I'll show you later why. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sections I have to cut out. The first section I make with the fine cut. The fine cut is I press with the thumb of the hand who holds the stick on the back of the blade, like this. So can you see that? With the fine carving technique, I was able to cut out this section super safe, super controlled and very precise. So no risk to cut yourself. Now I will cut out section number 2. So section number 2 I will carve out with against the thumb carving technique. So here's the thumb and you carve like this. So if you don't feel familiar with this technique, put a prophylactic plaster on your thumb so that you don't cut yourself if you slip out. This works also fantastic and very controlled. So, and after a few seconds, the second sector is already done. And can you see that? We have a super clean surface. Fantastic. Sector 4 I make again with the technique where I cut against the thumb. So. Perfect. So, and sector number 3 I make with the fine carving technique. It's done. So now I have to carve the outside shape of the spoon, and you can do that however you want. That's why I don't want to give you a step-by-step explanation now. So the outside shape of this spoon I will make as easy as possible. That's why I make the shape like on my first try, more or less like a triangle, and not like on a regular spoon. I would say, let's go. So my friends, the spoon is done. This is the masterpiece. What should I say? I like it. I like the technique to craft it. And I like also the design. So please try out and give me a feedback if you was successful or not. The next 3 weeks I will be on holiday with my family in the Netherlands, and after my vacation I will be back with a new video. So I would say take care, thanks a lot for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and see you in 3 or 4 weeks. Ciao!